speaking of all things sexy, just over a year ago, you had your very first cabaret show.
Yes.
And now you're a cabaret star touring the country with your show,
amazing.
Countess and Friends. So when you're on stage, do you play like a character or are you like a heightened version of yourself?
You know, I really am myself. You know, I love to entertain. I love to host people and have dinner parties. I love to tell jokes. I love to sing for my friends.
Really?
So really, it's like my show is like you're in my living room. It's an extended version of my living room, and that's what I love. And so it's been amazing how successful the show has become because people really have a good time.
Yeah,
you know, it's
I
sexy.
love it.
Sexy,
Speaking of having a good
fun.
time, yes. We all remember last season when Dorinda yelled, Giovanni, throughout your first show.
Yes.
So do fans yell Giovanni when they go to see your performances?
They do, because, you know, I'm wearing Giovanni dresses
Yes,
in my
yeah.
show, and so the fans, you know, they just know it, and then they yell Giovanni, and it's become a thing. It's become a whole thing.
That's awesome.
In fact, you know, I'm working on a new dance song, and
Really?
yeah.
Nice. Okay, well, speaking of songs.
And it's a feeling Giovanni.
Oh,
Really?
okay.
Yeah. Speaking of songs, so many housewives actually release songs.
Yes.
If there was any other housewife you would want to do a duet with, who would it be?
Oh my gosh, that's a good
question.
question. That's a good question. I don't know. I mean, maybe Erica Jane would be fun, right?
Oh, that'd be a good
cute.
combo.
That
We
would
got
be
her
fun.
better on this show.
Blonde, the brunette.
Yeah,
cool.
That would be sexy.
Well, we've actually got a clip from tonight's episode of The Real Housewives of New York. Let's check it out.
I am just a different alcoholic, and the reason I say it that way is because, you know, most people wouldn't consider me an alcoholic at all.
That's what
as you wouldn't, because
That's why
you
I'm
know
talking
me.
to you about it, because I...
Listen, I have fun. I don't get too crazy, but you know that.
Do you really think if one triggers, you're done?
Yeah, but one drink for me throws me off. A doctor that's very close to me, he said, "You know what? You're not pretty when you drink." And I went, "What?" He said, "Yeah, your face changes and you're not pretty." And you know what? I started looking at pictures of myself, and I saw a face that I didn't like.
Wow. Well, that'll do it.
I know, don't you love it?
That'll get you. Yeah.
You know, you've been very open about your sobriety on television.
Yes.
Was that hard to do with so many people?
It's hard to do. It's, you know, it's hard to be under the, you know, looking glass all the time. And you know, it's difficult enough. And it's a struggle every day, as it is for a lot of people. So I'm no different than anybody else. You know, I take it day by day. And it is a struggle, but you know, it's the most important thing to me. So I'm doing the best I can.
That's great.
Do you have any advice for someone that's going through it?
You know, I think advice for anybody going through it is just to take it day by day, because it is one day at a time, and it is a struggle. So just
Well,
keep
we're
on.
proud of you.
Yeah,
Thank
and I
you.
think you sharing your story
Thank you.
will help so many other people. Luann,
Are
thank you so much.
Coming to my show? You have to come. To my
When is
show.
the one in
I would love
LA?
that.
Oh my God, I have a show on Friday at the Wiltern on May 3rd,
We will check you out.
and then in Vegas on the 4th.
I love that. But we want
wow.
everyone else to check her out as well. We love you being here. You can catch The Real Housewives of New York every Wednesday night at 9 on Bravo. And to find out if Luann's cabaret show, Countess and Friends, is coming to a city near you, and for tickets, head on over to thereal.com. Luann also has a jewelry line, the Countess collection, and she's sticking around for a deal just for you, so be sure to stick around for that. You're watching The Real. She's not going anywhere, guys. Come back.